Ah, hey, hey, hey. Let's move that just a bit. There we go. Anyways, how we doing today? Yesterday, it may or may not look like I was indirectly taken out. That's because I was. I was taken out. Stream was destroyed yesterday. Yeah, just a power cut, and then internet decided to be stinky afterwards, and so I had to fix that, which is what my problem was this morning, hence why you may have seen 2 streams go up. But I think I've resolved all the issues, so we can finally get back into this damn game. Which isn't a bad thing. I've actually been waiting to play. Which leads me to my next point. I may or may not have played a tiny bit last night, and I actually had to stop myself from playing because I almost completed this damn fight. I got the Paintress down to a sliver of health. It took me, I don't know, like 3 tries, I think.
Outside.
And on the 3rd try, I got her down to a absolute sliver of health, and that's where I stopped, so then I could actually do it for you guys on stream today. So let's see if I can repeat that. I probably won't be able to, quite frankly. We're probably gonna fail immediately and look totally dumb, but let's see if we can go ahead and grab this first thing this morning. Alright, let's see what we can do. I also did switch up my attribute skill points last night a little bit, because everyone was so spread out in how I had placed their points. So I switched up the skill points a little bit last night, and yeah.
Chroma is flowing.
Okay, so she's gonna do the voids immediately, which is going to be 7 of them, and I've kind of learned how to parry them.
Ready to parry.
As I say, as I perfectly do it. And then I've also learned that since I'm doing max damages so much, it's way better to use multi-attacks than not single attacks. Which I know should have been so obvious from the get-go, but I'm not very smart. Man, gotta build up that break. Hold up, wrong button. Very good, very good. Which one's this? Gradient attack, okay. We should be able to get this one. This one's probably the easiest attack to parry. Or counter, whatever. Whatever you want to say, however you want to say it. I didn't leave you with a whole lot to do, did I? I could... That puts us in Virtuous and gives us multiple things. So then we can do this, why not? Because it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, that's why actually. That's why. I figured out why. Or why not? Right.
Here we go.
Kick her butt? Oh, I will. Hopefully, ow. Ow. Got it. We're gonna absolutely... never mind. I'm not gonna finish that. I hate this attack. I hate it so much. Let's go ahead and do this. I'd be able to get up to A? Oh, hell yeah.
Not giving up.
I've never even used this attack before. And it broke. Let's go. You know, maybe the play is save the AP. That might be the play. So we would only want to use. Now maybe we just don't use like any. Maybe that's the play. She's stunned. And take. Okay. Now we have a bunch of AP going into phase 2. Oh, so sorry about skipping it. The reason I'm skipping it is because we saw it all in the stream yesterday. So. If we have to fight her again and y'all want to see the little cinematics, I will go ahead and let them play. But for the time being, I am going to skip them.
Your existence ends
Okay.
I think this is her easiest attack to parry in her second phase, personally. And then her second easiest is when she splits open the void. Again, in my opinion. Okay, so now we can gradient into virtuous. I should have probably tried to burn and mark her first. Yeah, I should have, because I would have gotten back more AP. That's kind of a bummer. Let's go ahead and see if I can at least grab a mark. I have such a small hitbox. Ah, bummer. No mark. It's okay. I'm just building up the break. Nope, wrong button. Okay, now let's see if I can actually do the break. No break on 3 break attacks? Okay, that's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. No, you're not allowed to do this. This is kind of bullshit. This right here is bullshit because there's nothing I can do about it. Defenseless, cursed, like what the hell? And she gets just a fuck ton of shields. It's bullshit and you know it. Not really much I can do here, quite frankly. And I don't think I can heal Mael because I think I have on confident. You're gonna need it, maybe. Unless she does. Okay. I hate this attack. Fuck. Yep, she's dead. 4, 5. Okay, so it's a 5-hit attack. I need to remember that. So maybe one of these days I'll be able to actually parry it. It's not today, and definitely not today, but maybe one day. Go ahead. Get rid of some of your fucking spheres. I don't really know what they do, but I don't like them. And let's go ahead and bring Mael back.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, that gets rid of all your shields, but I think I can deal with 4 shields. 4 shields really isn't my biggest worry. Let's go ahead and Thunderfall your shields away, actually. It's probably my best course of action. Especially because they can double strike. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Rips reality apart. Okay. I think this is the second easiest, but I always fuck up 1 or 2 of the hits. I always fuck up 1 or 2 of them. Fuck. See? I always fuck up like one or two of them. I really need you to break, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Ow.
You can't escape. I can do that.
Oh, you weren't even burning until then? Mail is burning though, and that hurts a lot. Oh, is that the end? Is that gonna finish it? Wait, she says a sliver of health. Is this gonna be a cinematic kill, or is this gonna be a third phase? I don't think third phase. Maybe. Yeah, casually rips reality apart.
Is it over?
No, we're not done yet.
I was about to say, I never got a victory screen. Wait. Yeah, look, she has such little health. She's still stunned, burning. Protects an expeditioner.
No margin for error.
She gave me shields? Mail's gonna die. I don't want to fight her now. Wait, why is she protecting me? Painted power. Damage can exceed. Let's go! We finally can break the damage cap! Let's go! Big pog moment. I want to know, like, is it his mother? Is it his grandmother? Like, they're...
Rest now. Things have been better soon.
You can gomage the Paintress?
Alicia.
What the fuck? How can you gomage the Paintress? She's the one who literally created it, no? What the fuck is going on? Is that all chroma? Lumina?
It's over. The number. She's gone. She's gone.
It's done. You're free. You are all free.
Is this real?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Gustav's watching over us. Hey, come.
Dang, so we done for real for real?
Wanna plant it?
Expedition 33, the top of the monolith, baby.
Though presumably, there'll be no one coming after, right?
It's symbolic.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a symbol. It's a symbol that you were there and that you did it. Ah, dude. And they used the sound for his cane to show the impact, the importance of it. That almost makes me think that his cane walk, that hit of the cane, is a symbol of like every expedition he's taken out, that he's always been the one to place the flag of every expedition. And now they're placing their own flag. So what, do we get to go back to Lumiere and like tell everyone? Do we get to go back as the 3 survivors and be like, hey everyone, we did it? Defeat the Paintress. Sorry, I just got the achievement. Defeat the Paintress. Do we get to go back and tell everyone that we did it? Dude, that's gonna be sick. Hey! Reboots! I was getting a little worried about you, man.
No less than yesterday.
Shall we test it out?
What, you willing to put him in pain? See, I was like, let's put you through some suffering,
You've
boy.
been extra quiet since we got to the monolith.
Have I?
What
Yeah, you
now?
have. Why do I feel like it's almost sad?
Back to Lumiere and life goes on.
Yeah, decades and decades in front of us. Guess this is how it feels to be immortal. What do we do now?
You did miss quite a lot, Reboots.
The expedition might be over, but we're not done yet.
We're not?
There are so many questions left to answer.
I mean, that's true. Dude, I feel like this should be such a happy, invigorating moment, but only CL is happy. It seems like everyone else is depressed. Jesus Christ. Don't kick us all off, bud. He finally got back his rock so he could fly, and he just... Yeah, we did kill the Paintress. Oh, what are they all gonna say about Eskia and stuff? And... Wow. Just come back all torn and beat the fuck out of. Torn up and bloody and with none of our expedition. And with a gestural at that, an old battle-worn gestural and a legendary, mythical, all-powerful creature of Eskia. Like, dude, what a return home. I almost want to see the people's reaction when we return home. Like, I want to see them, like, see us come from a distance and be like, what the hell? To be honest, the first thing they'd love to hear is that the gestuals are real. Honestly, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the kids, like, oh, gestuals are real, I knew it! And, like, however, that one kid's gonna be sad he can't make a gestural army anymore and go defeat the Paintress. Eskia always jamming out. Damn. Damn. Why they gotta do us like that? Like, I knew it was gonna be sad. I was trying not to mention the fact that Gustav wouldn't be returning with them. I knew they were gonna do it, though. Damn. Bring back your hero's journal. Damn, man. Why they gotta do that?
Brother, I tire of the conflicts and deceptions that plague our family and theirs. So, I entrust you with this letter. Whether you give it to her is up to you. I'm at peace with what's to come. When the time comes, I hope you will be too. Maya, it's a strange feeling watching you with my brother, laughing and smiling, without the scars or the memories that afflict me. Alicia, as she was meant to be, not this painted version that I am. My family, a facsimile of yours, and this world, a mirror, painted by your mother, the Paintress, to stave off her grief. Seeing your expedition through would plunge us all into the abyss. For in ridding the world of the Paintress, you'd lose the sole force standing against the one who would erase us, the one who invokes the flowers of the Gamash. An act of love, for he does love her. Your father. On her monolith, she paints a warning for us all, of the few she can save as her power wanes. We all wish for our families to thrive. Your family, however, believes only one can survive. But perhaps you'll find another way. You who have lived lived amongst us. Perhaps you differ from your father and your sister, as I differ from mine. Your mother paints life, whilst your father, death. What will you paint?
Wait. Wait, no, this is supposed to be a happy moment. Wait, no! No, not my wife! No, you're part of the family. You're not supposed to get erased. Or is your fake painted version? Never mind. What? Okay, that doesn't make sense. What was up with Verso and the man on the beach, though? I will explain in a minute. A glimpse in the past. Monolith year 49. Wait, is this the fire? Man, I want to read and talk, but I can't. Verso doesn't have his scar. Is this where he received his scar?
You're okay.
Is this Alicia? Alicia does look a lot like Male. So, what I'm understanding, which I might be understanding incorrectly, which is why I'm saying this, but is Alicia and Male the same person, but Alicia kind of died in the dark, but since the mother was so sad from losing Alicia,
Good, you're awake. Come downstairs.
she painted Mael? Question mark? I don't know. We'll have to find out. But Clea. So Clea is the mother, I'm guessing? Clea? She just doesn't have an eye, dude. It's just gone. Just like the eyeball's just out of the socket. Epilogue. Alicia. What? Okay. Let's go over a few things real quick. Okay. You got your answer, LOL. Nah, man, fuck this. I should have played Minecraft tonight. What are they gonna do is like that, honestly. I always knew Male was something created. I feel as if the mimes were failed attempts of sorts. Right. Right. I... Oh boy, we just got so much fucking information. So the Paintress wasn't even the evil one. The Paintress is actually protecting us. Just that her power was fading, so she couldn't protect everyone. But it was fading at a subtle rate. or at a stable rate of which it went down every year. She was literally protecting everyone, and Expedition 33 actually fucked it up. Does that mean the curator? Does that mean the curator is the... So I know the curator is the husband to the Paintress, which means the curator is actually the bad guy. Is that why he doesn't talk the whole time? And why he wants to help us get rid of the Paintress, aka his wife? Because he wants to paint death? And is that why the curator let Mael use Gamage? Is that how Mael was actually able to do that? Is because the curator is the Paintress's wife, and he paints death, right? The Paintress and the curator are two sides of the same coin. But the Paintress paints life, and the curator paints death. And the curator, his death is the Gamage, and since he is like the power of the Gamage, essentially, he was able to invoke that in Mael, which is why she was able to use Gamage. That's why she said she could feel it from the curator. The curator was the villain the whole time, and we met him the fucking beginning. I knew something was up about him, but I was like, I mean, I guess it's just this dude that just took Mael in. Okay. Oh my god. Dude. All shall come soon. Yeah, this is insane. Wow. Paintress, not big bad. Paintress, not big bad. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, Clea, mother, I'm guessing I'm coming. And he took her to Mael's room. Or Alicia's room, sorry. He took Mael to Alicia's room. Oh my.
I'm in Renoir's atelier.
I don't know where Renoir's atelier is. Okay, guess not that way. Not that way either. This way.
Alicia, quit dawdling.
I'm not dawdling!
You know where it is.
I don't know where it is! Don't lie to me. Jesus, she's such an asshole. I got my face burned and everything, and she's such an ass. Clea's harp and Maman's piano. So is that the father's name, Maman? Verso, I miss hearing you play. I miss all the silly songs you wrote for me. I guess Verso is so silly with Alicia, huh? Okay, I wanted to look at the paintings. So Renoir and Clea, the parents of Alicia, Verso. Who is the other one in the picture? Was it Alicia Mael in Verso? Or is it Alicia, aka Alicia Mael, and someone else? Who's that other one? So she was drawing all these things way before. Why is he standing like that? So that's Renoir. What the hell? What is up with your eyes? Is that you guys painting? What the hell? Oh, there's the other sister.
Our little shadow is awake.
Oh, so the Clea is the older sister. It's not even the mother. What the hell?
Our parents are quite the stubborn pair. They're still fighting each other inside the canvas.
They're fighting each other inside the canvas?
He has her imprisoned at the top of the monolith, and she has him trapped beneath. It's a stalemate.
Oh, so that's what the symbolism at the end is. So he wasn't exactly guarding her per se. I mean, he was, but he also couldn't go up. And so he was at the bottom of the monolith where she was at the top. I'm worried they've been inside the canvas for so long. Did you see Verso? Yeah, they've been inside.
They've spent longer than this in other canvases. It's not that dire. Yes, I know. Maman's been in there for quite a while already.
Who's Maman?
Renoir is wasting time in there, trying to help someone who doesn't want his help. We have more urgent matters to attend to.
Is Maman the mother? And Renoir is wasting time in there, trying to help someone who doesn't want his help. We have more urgent matters to attend to. I'm worried... Oh, did you see Verso?
You're as bad as Aline. He's not
Aline?
Verso. He's a painted copy built from our mother's memories. You do well to remember that.
What? Wait. So first of all, who's Aline? Is that the mother? Wait, then who's Maman? If Aline is the mother, because that actually sounds closer. He's not Verso. He's a painted copy built from our mother's memories. You do well to remember that. So did Verso die? That's why Verso said he's dead? Is because... So that's why Verso wanted to do all of this, is because he wanted to die because he was already dead. He hated being a painted copy? Did, like, the entire family die? Dude. Wait. Is that why there's the strange man, the strange woman, the curator, the paintress, Alicia's painted version with the hollow face? Because those are all the real versions that are dead because they burned in the fire? And then everything that we've seen of them actually being real is the painted versions? So is like the whole game beforehand just a painting? That's kind of what I'm saying. Is like, was like half of the game before all of this just fake? I know that, I'm not a child.
Roll your eyes at me, sister dear. I know you're not a child, but you're not grown either. And too many in our family have lost all caution and sense of late.
This game doesn't hold its punches back, honestly. And too many can you help Maman?
Help her do what? Run away and hide? She's already succeeded there.
Who the fuck is Maman?
Honestly, if Aline wants to numb herself in the canvas, then let her.
Is Maman a French word for mother? Okay. Maman means mom or mommy. Okay. I was like, they keep using two words, and I feel like they both mean the same thing. Okay, so Aline is the mother's name, and Maman means mother or mommy. Okay. Okay. Honestly, if Aline wants to numb herself in the canvas, then let her.
Grief is no excuse. We're all grieving. She's a grown woman, and she was the head of the Painters' Council. She failed her responsibilities.
Head of the Painters' Council?
I don't have time to coddle her. And before Verso died, she would have said the same.
So Verso is dead, and she painted a new version.
I already have. Aline is more skilled than Renoir, but I've tipped the scales in his favor. I have my pets in place. She who controls chroma controls the canvas. I can't take her chroma, but I can keep it from returning to her. Yes, it's enough. It's just a matter of time. As she weakens, Renoir is able to erase her oldest creations.
So wait, yeah, was everything before literally inside of a painting? Because that sounds like that's the gamage happening inside the painting. They were fighting, and we just finished that fight inside the painting. We were inside the painting, I think. Mommy Aline.
With the exception of her obscene fake family.
And Clay is the reason why.
She's made them immortal, but luckily, they're also quite useless.
With the exception of her obscene fake family. So yeah, she painted all of those versions inside. She made them immortal, but luckily they're also quite useless. So Clea is the reason why the painting was dying. But we were inside the painting. So nothing was real that we just went through.
I need you to take care of yourself while I'm gone. Don't be naive. The world doesn't stop simply because our family is in mourning. The conflict is spreading, and there are things I must do if we painters are to survive. You will do nothing. You're too weak to do
Sorry, she
anything
said I want
useful.
to help.
You'd be a liability.
Gustav, SG, all that was just BS the whole time. Mommy, Aline, and Daddy were role-playing inside the painting. I need a few seconds to compose myself. Right. I don't know. We don't know if that's for a fact. That's what it heavily sounds like. But I don't know.
The writers used you against us once before. They won't hesitate to use you again.
Huh? The writers used you against us once before, but they won't hesitate to use you again. What do you mean?
And I can't promise that I'll make the same choice Verso made.
Verso made the choice to save her.
Verso traded his life for yours. I both love and hate him for that. The damn fool. Although, if you really want to be useful, then enter the canvas and help Renoir. I need him back here sooner rather than later. I'll fight this war alone if I have to, but I'd really rather not. Can you handle that? Lest you forget, the only reason those two are in there is because your naivety cost Verso his life. Good. Go to the canvas when you're ready. And repaint your throat when you're in there, before you completely forget how to have a conversation.
Yeah, 49 would be correct. Because that means she would be 15, turning 16 when it hit 33. Which means in year 49 is when Mael was created. So Alicia is Mael, and Alicia painted Mael into the world. But why didn't she have, like, any of her memories? Why didn't she know that? So you're telling me that in the real world, wherever the fuck that is and whatever the fuck that means, there is a family of painters, which is this family. I forgot the name that Renoir used. There's a family of painters, and there's a family of writers. And the writers are trying to do something bad to the painters, but the painters are trying to take back control. But Renoir and Aline are in a dispute of how that should be handled, so they're fighting inside of a painting to paint a world that is masterful, I suppose, the masterpiece. And so they're fighting inside of the paint, of which they created the world that we just played through. And the family members are only immortal because Aline is purposely keeping them alive and keeping them away from the death or the gamage that Renoir is creating. And Renoir and Aline are... Dude. Which also means that... So then Alicia painted Mael into the world, but she's still envious of her own painting because her painting gets to spend time with Verso, her older brother, when she doesn't, because Verso actually is just a fake. Verso's a painting because Verso's dead in the real world. So you're telling me everything that we were sad over and everything that hit us emotionally was all fake this entire time? Dude, what? That's the fire. That's Mael. This right here is Claire Obscure. I also figured out why that boss's name was Claire Obscure, this two-sworded boss, is because Claire Obscure is actually French for light and dark. Or light and darkness. Or technically, a direct translation would be clear and darkness. And so that's why it's called Claire Obscure, is because it's the light and the darkness. Aline is the light or the life, and Renoir is the darkness or the death. And that's what light and dark represents in this game, is the life and death of the painter's world. And so Claire Obscure is the direct representation of that, because the left side is the light that Aline created, which is why the light side shields and protects and does those kinds of attacks, whereas the right side, the darkness, does the debuffs and the curses and the more damage, I should say, I guess. But that's what the whole Claire Obscure thing's about. Dude. Verso's childhood canvas, where we used to play. Also, you asked me a question earlier, Reboots. Let me see if I can quickly answer it real quick. You said... Let's see. You said... What was up with Verso and the man on the beach, though? So actually, I've just been explaining that, actually. So the man on the beach was Renoir, and Renoir is Verso's father, and obviously the father to Alicia and Clea, who are the children of essentially the Paintress and Death, the curator. What doesn't make sense to me, though, is that when we were going to the monolith to kill the Paintress, when we were fighting Renoir, he looked at the curator and said that killing your wife won't help anything, that won't do any good. So if the curator is the husband to the Paintress, why? That's because Renoir in the painted world was Aline's painting. She was painting her own husband in a way that would protect her. Bro, that gives even more meaning to it. Aline was painting her own family to protect her, and not only that, was painting her own husband, who she was fighting. She painted her husband, who she was literally in the middle of a fight with, to protect herself. And we still killed her husband, her painted husband, her fake husband, just to kill her, just to find out that it was all fake and that she was actually protecting everyone the whole time. Holy crap. Where he painted Esquier and Minoko. And where Maman and Papa fight now. Clea's right, it's my fault. I should help fix this. And I do want to fix this, I do, if I can. Verso would have. And it would be nice to talk and breathe again without pain. Without my face being... Not that that's the reason to do this. No, it's the right thing to do. After everything I've caused. Enter the canvas? What if I hit no? What if I don't help? What happens then? I think potentially nothing. Alright, well, give me a moment. I want to explore... Oops. I want to explore the manor just real quick. We'll just do a quick run through, see if there's anything we can click on, look at. Doesn't seem like it. We already looked at the instruments. I'm thinking everything else is probably blocked off. Clea seems like such a bitch, making fun of the fact that she can't talk because of her burns. Yes, but also if you look at it from her perspective, I do agree with you. I do think she's an asshole. But if you look at it from her perspective, Alicia's almost the reason why her brother is gone. And it seems like everyone loved Verso a lot, because Clea seems to really like Verso, Alicia obviously really loves Verso, and Aline obviously loves Verso so much that she painted a brand new version of her memory of Verso just to keep Verso around. And it seems like the only person who's in disagreement with that is Renoir, and that, maybe that's his way of grieving, right? Is that he thinks like what's dead and what's gone should stay gone, and maybe that's his side. But it seems like the three women all loved Verso so much. Also, we didn't find anything, so I guess we'll have to go into the painting. But they love Verso so much that they all have a sort of resentment, or they have a way of coping with it. Alicia's way, or Aline's way, the mother's way, of coping with it is painting a new version and trying to forget about what happened and just painting a new version and keeping Verso around. Alicia doesn't exactly have a way other than being within the painting and trying to do what she can now to help the others. Alicia seems the most middle ground. Then Clea's way of dealing with it and coping is by berating her sister because she believes her sister to be the root of all cause, the root of evil. Yeah, Renoir is trying to move on, right? I see Clea as berating Alicia because she sees her as the problem, because whoever these writers are used her in some way and also burned down their house and is the reason why Verso is gone. So yes, Clea is being an asshole, but if you also look at her spot, she's also trying to cope. She's coping in a very horrible way by berating her sister and making fun of her sister, but that is her way of seemingly to cope. In her painted world, it doesn't seem like any of the Paintress's creations really like her. I wonder what the devs are trying to say with that, right? Enter the canvas. Yes. However, all of the creations that seem to be able to talk seem to have a decent connection, but all...
Bring more
out of the canvas, she'll try to return. We must hide the canvas.
Well reasoned. And such a clever hiding spot you've chosen. She'll still find it, but I'm impressed.
Where are we hiding it?
This only truly ends if you destroy the canvas.
Why do we need to destroy it though? Like what's the problem with a line going in there? Is it the fact that she'll forever stay in there, creating a fake world?
Stopping the final sliver of Verso's soul from painting.
Wait, Verso's soul is still painting? Even though he's dead, his like chroma or being is still painting a new world? Is that so? That's how Align is coping, is by going back to his childhood painting and being within Verso's world.
See? That wasn't so hard. Wait, that's Aline's chroma. Stay calm. Don't let it take control of you. Calm, Alicia, or it'll paint over you. What an auspicious start. Well, you're about to be reborn in this world as one of Aline's creations.